Hello everybody, welcome to my channel.
Emma Stone, the timeless spark of modern Hollywood. Emma Stone has one of those careers that feels like a slow burn turned supernova. She arrived in Hollywood with the same nerves and grit as any young actor, but there was this unmistakable spark behind her eyes that set her apart. Over time, that spark became a signature. A mix of whip-smart humor, emotional honesty, and a presence that can shift from feather-light to heavy-hitting in a heartbeat. Born Emily Jean Stone on November 6, 1988, in Scottsdale, Arizona. She grew up far from Hollywood but somehow carried the instincts of someone born for the camera. As a teenager, she famously pitched a PowerPoint presentation called Project Hollywood to convince her parents to let her pursue acting. Bold move, sure, but it worked. That spirit of gently rebellious determination has tracked with her throughout her career. Stone broke into mainstream attention with comedies like Superbad and Easy A, the latter cementing her as a clever, charismatic lead who could carry a film with more than just punchlines. Her voice, expressive eyes, and sharp comedic rhythm immediately made her stand out among her generation. Yet it was her dramatic range that elevated her from rising star to full-blown powerhouse. Roles in The Help, Birdman, and La La Land showcased just how many emotional gears she can shift through. In La La Land, she delivered a performance so magnetic and full of yearning that it nabbed her the Academy Award for Best Actress. Watching her in that film, you get the sense she's not just acting. She's letting you in on something quietly personal. What's refreshing about Stone is that she navigates fame like someone who sees it for what it is, a strange, powerful machine that's best approached with self-awareness and a bit of humor. She's open about anxiety, outspoken about equal pay and representation. And she tends to pick roles that offer something slightly off-center or emotionally textured. Whether she's playing an embattled royal in The Favorite or stepping into delicious chaos in Cruella, she never phones it in. Off-screen, Stone lives a relatively low-key life, especially by Hollywood standards. Married to writer-director Dave McCary, she balances massive projects with an intentional sense of privacy. It fits her vibe. Fame may have found her, but she's never let it swallow her. Emma Stone's continued success feels less like a stroke of luck and more like the natural result of talent blended with intelligence, intuition, and just the right amount of fearlessness. If her past decade has been the rise, then the next one might just be the reign. Expanding the range. From comedy darling to dramatic force, what's consistently impressive about Emma Stone is how she dodges the trap of being boxed into a single type. Early on, Hollywood pegged her as the quick-witted, sarcastic girl with razor-sharp comedic timing. And sure, she absolutely nails that tone, but she never let it define her entire career. Instead, she slowly nudged the industry's expectations and let her choices do the talking. In Birdman, she plays Sam, a recovering addict and the daughter of a washed-up actor fighting for relevance. The performance is raw and restless. There's a scene where she explodes on her father, telling him he doesn't matter, and the moment hits with the kind of force that made critics sit up. Stone showed she had dramatic weight to carry darker, messier roles. And then there's The Favorite, a master class in tonal balance. Playing Abigail Masham, she oscillates between innocent charm and ruthless ambition, all with a sly grin that keeps you guessing. The film earned her another Oscar nomination, proving that her dramatic chops weren't just a one-off. Emma Stone understands the game of nuance. She can be funny without making light of emotion and serious without losing her sharpness. Style, presence, and the Emma Stone signature. Part of Stone's appeal is her versatility on screen, but another part is her unmistakable presence. There's something inviting about her, an accessibility that makes her feel familiar even when she's playing characters far from reality. She has the rare gift of being glamorous and grounding at the same time. Her voice, slightly raspy and warm, has become one of her most recognizable tools. When she slips into a monologue or throws out a punchline, you feel the rhythm immediately. She's also one of those actors who can express an entire emotional turn with a subtle shift in her eyes. It's like watching someone think in real time. Fashion-wise, she leans toward clean, classic silhouettes. Red carpets love her because she's got that old-school movie star vibe with a modern twist. Designers often praise her for being adventurous yet sophisticated, which mirrors the way she approaches her career. Beyond the screen, advocacy and impact. Stone has used her platform to speak openly about issues that matter to her, especially mental health. She's been candid about her lifelong experience with anxiety and how acting became a way of channeling that intensity into something expressive rather than crippling. It's helped her connect with younger audiences who appreciate her honesty and vulnerability. She's also vocal about fair treatment in the industry, particularly around gender pay disparities. She has shared stories about male co-stars taking pay cuts to ensure equal compensation, and she's been part of a wider push within Hollywood to reshape old power structures. Quietly but consistently, she supports various charities, from autism advocacy groups to cancer research organizations, often without fanfare. It fits her personality, thoughtful, grounded, and not particularly hungry for headlines outside her work. A new era, producer, collaborator, creator as she's moved further into her 30s. Stone has begun shaping not just the roles she plays but the stories she helps bring to life. She's stepped into producing, starting with projects like Maniac and expanding through collaborations with her husband, Dave Mekary. Their production company aims to uplift unique voices and offbeat stories, which tracks perfectly with her creative instincts. She's also become an increasingly frequent collaborator with directors who thrive on experimentation. Yorgos Lanthimos, with his surreal and unsettling style, has become one of her most fruitful creative partners. Their projects together continue pushing both Stone and the audience into unexpected emotional territory.
Bye bye. Thanks for watching. Bye.